Oh, this is just gonna be nuts. I can't wait. This is stupidly amazing. So this is a apocalypse game where we had 7 people with 150 points and 2 casters. 150 points and 2 casters per person. Played across 2 basically Warhammer tables. I mean, I've never really played Warhammer before, but this is supposedly kind of what it looks like and feels like, I guess. We had some special effects. The scenarios are just like regular scenarios that are on this board, except for they have these little balls, the convergence balls. You kill one of them, and you get to make a Rat 7, POW 18, just anywhere on the board, ranged attack from any direction, so you're getting backstrike bonuses. And there are 15-15 there are 5-15 with 15 boxes. So those are pretty cool and dumb. And at the very beginning of the game, there was these D3 AoEs. You rolled for D3, and however many of that became POW 15 AoE 4s that you just started shooting back and forth at each other. Didn't really do a whole lot. Killed a couple of support models, but didn't really play a big role in the game. Then the really nuts part about this is that 5-inch AoE right there, and all the way across the board, there's another 5-inch AoE in the circle over there. Those are teleporters. And it's a placement effect. You touch the edge of it, and you get placed within 15 inches of the other one. Just within. Not completely within, and you don't lose the normal movement. But you don't have line of sight through it. So that is an extremely abusable concept. We had to make a gentleman's agreement after the game began that we weren't going to walk through it beyond the other teleporter, teleport back, and get placed 3 inches ahead. Because that'd be bullcrap. You'd basically walk up to the edge of your teleporter, touch it, get placed at the other one, then come back to this one 3 inches ahead and still have all your other movement. So it's like a huge placement effect that's just bullcrap. This game isn't really for competitiveness. It's just to be silly, and the nature of what War Machine is, of lots of things fighting lots of things. I'm bringing Vyros 2 and Rahn with basically Rahn just has three Chimeras, Alara has Discordia, and then Helios, Imperatus, 8 Griffins, a Gorgon are all attached to Vyros 2. And then there's 3 units of Battle Mages to make use of Rahn's feat. The other way to balance the game was we did each person only, if they have 2 casters, they can only use one of those 2 feats. And they can only use the feat on the board that they began the game in. On my team over here, we have Sorsha 3, just a 75-point list. And then we have Durant, and I want to say Vindictus. With there's Adjudicator there. Then we have Hieroclaimer 1 with double Judicators, and gosh dang it, who's the other one? Kreoss 2. So lots of Menoth, Kador, and then me. So let's see if we just rotate on over. Oh, that's the wrong direction. That's poop on my floor. Oh, great. No, this is correct. Okay, cool, this works. Against me, I have a whole bunch of Harkevich and Vlad 1 Colossals. There's an Abbey 2 and a Saeryn over here with 225 points. And I think another caster as well, Lylith 1. There's three Legion casters over there. And then we have minions with Rask and Sturm and Drang and a Dracodile and Meyer. Whole bunch of fun stuff over there on the side of the board. So this is our turn 1. We run up a whole bunch. I get up pretty far forward with all my dudes. The Hellmouths are annoying and locking things out. There's these 2 siege chariots down here. They're going a little bit off the screen. That War Wagon's a siege chariot, and the Grimkin battle engine is a siege chariot. So yeah, not a lot really happened there. Just running forward. Me discussing things with Brad, him thinking like I'm going to plop some AODs down on your dudes. He takes 1 AOE shot at me, and then Ron's like, it's going to go, I don't know, it's 2d6, so it's going to go 10 inches that way. And then their whole team looks at each other and is like, okay, we're not shooting anymore at that side of the board. And that was that. Michael doing some stuff. Legion just coming into Menoth, and it's going to be a grand old time. Abbey 2 is real mean with all those beasts. There's also something worth mentioning. There's absolutely not nearly enough fury management for all those dang beasts. Like, this is just an amazingly fun concept that's about ready to be happening right here. More stuff just happening, and this is super hard for me to picture. The camera I was using, it was one of the players' cameras, can't cover the whole board, so I'm just kind of bouncing around. It's going to be a whole lot of stuff died here and that happened there. Sorry for that, but that's kind of just the nature of this stupid thing. It was so hard to keep track of. We had 30-minute turns, and we were all just moving all at the same time, trying to get things done, talking with each other, and coming up with plans on their turn. So they come forward, and they shoot a whole lot. I don't know what all the Khador jacks shoot and put incendiary templates that drift all over the place. Some of them catch my Arcanus. They hit a few things. They hit some stuff. Doesn't do a whole lot. Hellmouths get in my way and start jamming. Man War advance up. Vlad put out signs of importance. Over here, I don't know what the heck was happening with the minions and the Legion, but I know that people established threat ranges and got in to start grabbing territory, and stuff was happening. So now, this is still part of that process, looking down the table. So now it's our turn again, and from what it looks like, Legion and Menoth and Khador were about equal, but Cooper, with the Dracodile and all the minions, was beating out our Menoth double Judicator list. And over here, I basically run a Chimera up, don't pop feet, and I slam a heavy, and I get a good distance. I only needed 1 inch. It goes over Vlad, goes over Harkevich, and goes over a lot of other stuff that's medium base. Harkevich doesn't get knocked down because he comes base to base with it, but Vlad gets knocked down. Then the Chimera TKs Vlad and a Mana War out of the way. The Helios walks up, gets within 12 of Vlad, touches the teleporter, and drags Vlad all the way into the teleporter and teleports Vlad 1, knocked down on a 2 camp, all the way over right next to Adjudicator. This game is so dumb. That player was like, "Oh, that's cool. Special delivery. Here's a knockdown Vlad." That was so much fun. And then I take my entire Vyros 2 army, all the Griffins, Imperatus, Vyros 2 himself. I leave 1 Griffin behind to jam, and I run them all into the teleporter and pop out and fill out. I fill up the entire space. So the teleporter space, and then I jam out with Griffins or with battle mages and stuff over here. And my idea is I'm just going to abandon this area. I just took out Vlad. I didn't pop Ron's feet, so Ron will be able to use his feet in battle mages to basically get Harkevich and drag him back to this center spot. And then I'll have my Griffins from the other side next turn pop back over here, and I'll just keep sending Griffins until they kill Harkevich. I imagine things are going to get hot and heavy over there, but I can just keep sending back a couple of Griffins and smacking on a knockdown Harkevich and kill him next turn. So that's roughly the plan. Over here, some attrition works. I'm not even going to lie. I don't know what the hell happens over there. I have no freaking clue. I don't know what's happening here. No, here's where it ends up though, and it's kind of hard to see. But there's all my Griffins in Imperatus, and there's Adjudicator. And in between Imperatus and Adjudicator, there was a Vlad at some point before he became a red, fist print in the dirt. Whew, that was cool. I make a huge mistake here. I do not have a shield guard near Rahn. I am not camping anything. And all of those Colossals shoot 20 with POW 15s. Cool, right? No, not. It's horrible. My plan is not. No, yep, bad, very, very bad. This is the other side of the board. Vyros ran through there on a full 6 stack, and here's all my Griffins. Christian, my brother, if you're watching this game, little Griffin that could, it's spearheading this. It is spearheading this advance into enemy territory. It is bravely going where no little Griffin has gone before, and it has the face of evil, and it pissed off everyone. Everyone's looking at that thing just like we want to cream it. But yeah. Yep. So his turn. Some things die. And he takes his Khador Jax. He lights Rahn on fire. He rolls 6-5-6 for the damage roll. Rahn's on fire with 2 boxes left. Not good. And he's just like, well, I've got this side, so howdy ho. And his Colossals just start running over there to fight Khador, because Khador on Khador sounds amazing. And, I mean, there's just Legion Beasts with Abby 2 controlling them all, just up in everyone's grill. Like, Minoth is getting eaten, Khador is getting eaten. Sorsha 2 or Sorsha 3 actually lived on like a couple of boxes, and she's actually knocked down. So instead of putting out a knockdown token, we just flicked her over off her base, because yeah, that was kind of thematically cool. I know that bad things happened over here. The Dracodile ate a Judicator, and then a War Pig with Fury afterwards getting rotated also ate another Judicator. So 2 Judicators died. We only have the Durant Judicator and the Vindictus Judicator are still alive. So that's not good. Minoth side's going down, but don't worry, the Griffin Swarm is here. A Roadhog comes in and starts beating on the little Griffin that could. Little Griffin that could's less than impressed. Roadhogs just kill Colossals, but I actually don't know what happened there. I think he just stopped buying attacks because he was worried about Fury problems. But you know what? I'm going to make a ridiculous story about it and just say that the Roadhog just gave it its all and couldn't kill a measly little Griffin that could. Because that sounds way, way better and like a way better story. Even if it's not the truth. Man, I'm just seconds away from being a news reporter right now. So watch out. It is not second player's second turn, but... Oh, yes, it is. So they're contesting that zone there. I was able to score this zone over here, making it 1, and I killed Vlad 1, making it 2 points. So I scored 3 points in that process, and they're about ready to start scoring. Yeah. Here's the nonsense of my army that has crept up over here. After their turn, there's Roadhogs all over the place over there, all up in this grill. And I can't remember, but I think, yes, it's time for me to start killing stuff. Because Rahn was right there, and then he died. I took Discordia and Alara, who were no longer here. They decided they should not be here anymore, and they took off. In second hindsight, I should have taken them and tried to kill that battle engine and retake this zone. They took off through that zone over there, through the teleporter. Some Exemplar, a Griffin, and a Chimera kind of get in the way to help them. I'd like to imagine that all my main pieces ran through the teleporter, and they left behind the support who couldn't keep up. And now these guys are kind of throwing away their lives to try and keep the support alive, but Khador's just like chugga, and just shooting them all down. Cool little thematic thing. Back to this picture over here. So on my turn, what I am going to do, I'm going to build some synergy by smacking the crap out of that Ravagore. Last turn, I killed another Ravagore with my Griffins that popped through. I end up killing the Ravagore with about 4 Griffins, and then 2 Griffins go over here and beat up this Warhog. And then Helios pops through the gate from back at the other side, lands right here, toasts the Roadhog in 2 or 3 attacks, and then that Spitter over there, it starts dragging it all the way over to here. Imperatus comes across and finishes off that Roadhog and the Spitter. So I just took down 4 beasts with the Vyros 2 list, and... Then all these Knights Exemplar, well, they're pretty battle-driven, and they're angry as, bad word that I shouldn't say on YouTube, and they kill that Armor 18 Warhog pretty easily. Dracodile gets knocked out by some Exemplar, and the Reckoner, and, the lines are clashing. Things are actually starting to look okay. Swinging out, taking out those 4 heavies kind of changed the tides of war. Sturm and Drang are still alive, but, It's still bad, but it's not horrible at this point. This is actually a good picture to show what's going on with Legion. It's basically Legion and Minoth just ramming their faces into each other and nom-nom-nomming and smacking each other with swords and flails and fire and brimstone. So let's move on. All of us hashing that out, still hashing it out. Rahn died, so they got 2 points from that. So it became 2-3. And they also killed Vindictus in an assassination run, which made it, we have 3 points and they had 4 points. And then this is where things start to go badly for us. With their following turn, they're going to spray down and clear this entire zone. And that starts scoring them this spot right here. And we can't really do much about it, making it 4-4 or 5-3. And this is when we had to call for our time limit to get out of here. But a lot of beasts died from Khador. Oh, Khador did a whole bunch of stuff. All the Man-O-War and then the flanking. There's 4 heavy jacks here. With the flanking Man-O-War, they just came in and killed everything that was in reach. The only reason there's I think it's a Scythian right there, is because look at all that focus that's left over on those Khador jacks. They just couldn't reach the Scythian. They killed all of the Scythian's dragon buddies that were right in front of them. So at the end, even though they knew they were going to win on scenario, they started trying to assassinate Vyros 2 and started trying to assassinate Alara 1. So to more or less show what happened here, and there was no point to it, but I think I was talking some crap, and maybe I made some enemies, and it just became fun to them to try and finish me off since Rahn's dead, just to have a whole bunch of inert jacks running around. Also, no elves were harmed in the making of this video besides Rahn, who is the angriest of elves besides Gareth, and he probably has it coming to him. So, to start things off with this assassination run, they come up and they TK the Griffin and Imperatus out of the way so they can no longer shield guard. Then the idea is if they can kill Alara, who's standing right behind Imperatus, they can plop down a Victor from the Khador player that's at the other teleporter, because he got all those Exemplar and Griffin and Chimera cleared out of the way, and he can come through and then just start beating on Vyros 2. However, Alara is under deceleration, under the kinetic field from Discordia, and has about 6 shield guards around her. So lots and lots of shots come in. She eventually runs out of shield guards. Like, bolt throwers are shooting all over the place. Lylith 1 tries to shoot Vyros to parasite him to make the more effective. I shield guard it to Helios because I don't want Discordia to die, and nothing's really threatening Helios. And that disrupts that assassination plan, and just shots after shots. And then Hellfire start getting sent through at Alara in her back arc from a channeled, whatever that giant dude with 2 swords and wings does. The Hellfires hit Alara, and I think after shaving, she's on like 3 boxes, something like that. All 3 of her shaves got used because she just ran through the portal, upkeeping speed of death, basically. But yeah, she lived. Longfellow shot, Alton Ashley shot at her. The Sacral Vault came up and shot at her. I mean, pretty much everything in the game shot at her and Vyros 2, and absolutely nothing happened, and it was all shield guarded. And that's how this game ended out, with them winning on scenario. Because they were able to contest this scenario over here. Them winning 5-3 because they assassinated 2 of our casters and they scored 1 zone. We assassinated 1 of their casters and I scored 1 zone. Yes. So yeah. This was absolute madness. It was a ton of fun. It was a blast. It was a great event. The teleporters probably should be looked at for stupid shenanigans that can happen out of them. But it was a really fun and entertaining way of playing the game. And as soon as the teleports were put into play, both me and the guy across from me, Brad, and every meta needs a Brad. We were like, which one of us is going to get into those teleporters first? Because that's what this game should be about. The absurdness of its size and about the teleporter stupidness that can be happening here. Because you know what happens if a Colossal comes through that teleporter and gets teleported right next to freaking Vyros 2, right? It's really bad for Vyros 2. It's dice plus 5, and I'm pretty sure there will be the TK, or I mean, there's like 5 casters around here. There's going to be some sort of debuff on Vyros 2 or something happening to him. I just got lucky that I plopped him into an army of guns, because, I mean, I've got Disco and I've got Deceleration, and I'm camped up, and so many shield guards, bring it on. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't use Vyros' feet because I'm on the other table, and I also couldn't use Rahn's feet because, well, Rahn died horribly. Also, I don't think I needed to do one of those TKs. I probably could have camped 2 and not died. I also should have just put Discordia within 3 and made him had to work a lot more for the assassination run. So ultimately, I lost the game for everyone when Rahn died and they scored my zone. That was 3 of their 5 points. I also did score all 3 of our points, so I guess I break even. Yeah, that's a positive spin on me losing the game for us. I broke even. Yep. Working on my news reporter status. It's all on how you spin it. Thank you for watching. This was a fantastic game, and thank you to Charlie and TJ for making this happen and inviting us out to your guys' place and hosting everything, and for the food and the drink. And very thankful for you guys and what you do for our community. Enjoy.